YouTube, what's up? Just getting off, headed to the house. Easy day today, real easy. I mean, we had 548 cases, I believe. Yeah, 548 cases. And it made me think about people complaining about 600 cases. 600 cases. I seen videos where people, you know, was kind of complaining about having 600 cases. Now I know what the vets in the game talking about. That's a light day. That's a real light day. I mean, I ain't have 600. Of course, I had a lighter day, but we got it done. It was me and another rookie driver, so today was interesting, man. Today was real interesting. He's been here about a month, and he's still in training. But we did it, and like honestly, I feel like I'm ready. Like I feel like I'm ready. Like I'm the type of person, you show me a couple times, like I got a good trainer on top of that. But even if I didn't, you show me a couple times, I'm gonna get it done. Like trial and error, I'm gonna figure it out. Like it's good to know the job fully before you go out there. But what my trainer taught me as far as the handheld and reading the paperwork, that's all you really need. Everything else is just like any other place you're trying to get to and throwing your GPS. That's all you're doing. It's throwing the address in your GPS, finding the address, and looking for the back door. You got places like some gas stations, you just take it in the front door. Well, excuse me. But that's it. That's it, man. It really ain't nothing to it. So we, what do we have? We had a problem with three stops. Three stops didn't have, like, one stop was missing like 8 cases. And I mean, we was running out of 28 today, so it was kind of tight. And it's kind of frustrating having to like break down the whole pallet and it's still not there. So I already see right now that the warehouse is, I've been kind of seeing for the last couple of days, like they do all right, I would say, because I don't know what goes on in the warehouse, and I don't, you know what I mean? So I ain't gonna really speak on it too much on who doing what, who not doing what right, because I mean, it could be the manager of the warehouse. It could, you know what I mean? Like, so I'll just leave that part at that. But we broke down pallets for these 8 cases. They just went on the truck at all. So those are the things that I'm glad that's happening. So when I do get by myself fully, like I know what to do. So when in the handheld and shorted those cases. Then we got somewhere else, it was like 5 cases missing. So the same thing, but these are the things that I worry about, because like, okay, I'm the type of trainee to ask you questions like, what if this happened? What if this happened? What do I do? Because I want to know how to get out of the bind, and I don't want to spend too much time trying to get out of, something that you really don't even need to be too much worried about. So, we did miss 1 case that we ended up finding in the bottom, and all we did with that one, he was gonna take it back. I'm not the driver. I wasn't the driver today, so he didn't want to take it back. So we just took it back to the warehouse. He showed me what to do with that, and yeah. I'm just making this video for my food service drivers out there that's driving, and I like to look at videos like this, man. I like to see what happened and what went on. I'm new out here, so I want to know what's going on, and I'm sure somebody else trying to get into the game will step into the game, and the food service family. So keep y'all updated on what's going on. But yeah, today was super light. it just made me feel more confident because he was new too, and also it was just because it kind of felt like I was by myself. He was a good guy that I was working with, you know what I mean? Like, we was both doing it together, but you know, everybody don't learn at the same pace, and he knew what he was doing, but today kind of showed me like, okay, you're gonna stack different. Everybody gonna do it different, you know what I mean? So it was like, I kind of seen how me being newer than him, like he was like, yeah, you should do it like this, but I'm kind of doing what my trainer taught me. And you know, he's a vet in the game, but I could see where somebody taught him this way. And then like the way he was, some of the ways that he wanted to do it, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, nah. But when you're working with somebody, you know, it just make the day go smooth. You know, learn, you can learn something. Just because he new to me, I can't learn that from him. So I tried, you know, his way. And roll with that, but I just can't wait to get on my own now because I know exactly how I want things done in my trailer, and how I want to, you know, keep things organized and cleaned up. And you know, you can't spend too much time getting your trailer together or whatever, like as far as organizing your stops. But I feel like that's one thing that we could have did more today. We was like an hour ahead of time, so he's gonna get the dip pay because he was actually on the route today. He's go back on Saturdays, I guess, like, you know, the people in training, they can go on their own route or whatever. So I was trying to, you know, bust a stop out for him that way that he can get his dip pay or whatever, even though I'm getting paid hourly. But even when I get off of this just hourly pay, I'm still going to set myself up for the next few stops while I'm already back there. You know what I mean? Like, as I'm pulling the cases down, you know, you put ones with the ones, twos with the twos, threes with the threes, you know what I mean? Like, and look inside the handheld and see how many pieces you got. Like, if you got something like, okay, we say like you're doing dry, and you only got 8 dry, you might as well go ahead and find them 8 dry real quick if it's the next stop. You see what I'm saying? And as you're digging for those 8 dry, you're gonna come across other cases. Put them where they go. You know what I mean? Put them in their own little corner, and just work it like that. So that's what I was kind of, you know, doing. But at the same time, you know, I ain't want to take too much time. But I know that if I lose 5 minutes on this stop, and that could be a lot, I'm still new. If I lose 5 minutes on this stop, getting myself ready for the next stop, I feel like I'm gonna get that back, that 5 minutes back on the next stop, because the 8 dry, I got them ready. I got them ready to scan. I seen one on one of the channels where the driver, he had the dollies loaded up. Now I don't know how that's gonna work driving. I mean, I guess you can strap it, turn it around and strap it to the wall or something like that. But you know, I mean, that's gonna save you time. So today really showed me, man. I was like, I'm ready. You put me out there, but next week is back to training, which it is what it is. You know, I'm gonna pay attention and see what else I can learn. But I feel like now that we've been out on the road, the training part of it is what is it called? I forget what it's called, man. It's some kind of academy that they do, kind of learning academy, something. I forget what they call it. But you know, it's learning how to use the scanner, how to stack the dollies, how to, I think they're gonna set up a course for us to do some backing. You know, you're gonna do your parallel and, you know, your different backing and stuff. And I ain't gonna say it's a waste of time, but if it got canceled and we've been on the truck, y'all already got us on the route, I mean, we ready. You can't work here without no experience. You know what I mean? So everybody that's here got experience. You know what I mean? Got somewhat experience. They want a year. You know, I only had 7 months, but they want a year. But I mean, I just feel like the training part, it's necessary. It's definitely necessary because that's just gonna make me more comfortable and more confident out there when I do get out there by myself. And you know, I appreciate that they taking the time and, you know, really teaching us. But we already been out there now, and that's how I learned. I learned out there actually doing it. That's how I learned. So it is what it is. Hopefully, beginning of next year, I could get my route, and it's not necessarily going to be a set route or anything, but I will be getting on a route. Man, that car in front of me was just going so slow. They didn't want to get over as soon as I try to get over. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Today was smooth. I don't have to go back in until Monday, so got the rest of the day to relax, you know, get some rest up tomorrow. We ain't going in until later on in the afternoon tomorrow on Monday, so you know, I got some time off. But anyway, man, y'all really consider going into food service, man. I'm telling you, it's worth it, and it's not as hard as everybody make it seem. And I feel like if you come in with the mindset of it's going to be difficult and hard, then when you get here, the first hard truck you get, or the first 900 something cases you run, you're going to be like, you already had in your mind that you don't want to do it, and then you're not going to follow through with it. But you know, every day ain't going to be easy, but